Namaste. This morning I had a little question from Khushbu, who said that how do we handle the stress that we are facing in this lockdown? And I thought that it might be appropriate that I make this little video. So, first of all, let us begin with 3 minutes of meditation, which I would encourage you to do several times in the day. So, gently bring your mind's attention to the space your body is occupying. Head, neck, and trunk straight. Feet firmly placed on the ground. Hands resting gently on your thighs. Shoulders balanced. Eyes softly closed. Relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Relax your entire body. Head to toes and toes to head. Gently guide your awareness to your breath. Navel to nostrils as you exhale. Nostrils to navel as you inhale. Free flowing breath, without a pause, without a break. Inhale and scan. Exhale and relax any tension in any part of your body. Now together we will chant Om 3 times. Take a gentle breath in. Namaste. So I would like to just divide this question into two parts. First, as the practical suggestions, and then the philosophical aspects. So the practical suggestions for any particular stress is that you first sit down and analyze what the stress is about. And what do you understand by stress? It's usually worrying about the future or going into some kind of a repetitive mode of thinking the same thoughts again and again, which give rise to a sensation of tension in the body and therefore in the mind. That is why this 3-minute meditation is so important, and do it repeatedly. Especially notice your forehead. Is the forehead relaxed or not? There are very tiny muscle bundles over here which tend to contract when the cognitive mind, which resides in the frontal cortex behind the frontal bones, is overactive and hyperactive. So what you need to do is to relax your forehead several times in the day. That is the first practical advice I would like to give you, and follow this meditation. The second thing is that the stress is usually about some future event. So find out what is the future. Is it the financial aspect that is bothering you? Is it the running of the household that's bothering you? Is it losing a job that's bothering you? Whatever is bothering you, take a stock of it and take an action appropriate to that particular stress. You can always cut down your expenses, you can live more simply, you can enjoy each other's company, which you never did before. I mean, you never had the time you wanted to do, but you couldn't. So that is one thing. You must take the right action. Ichar karu naka, ilas kara, my maid used to say. That means don't think, just act. Take the appropriate action. Do not procrastinate the action, because otherwise the stress will linger. So, second thing is that you must have a schedule to your day. See, man is a conditioned animal and he has a habit pattern to follow. When those habits are disturbed, or when that pattern is disturbed, man feels stressed. So what you need to do is to create within yourself for the day a diary, that what will I do at 6 o'clock when I wake up. Will I have my 1 hour of meditation, exercise and pranayam? You will start with exercise, go on to pranayam and then do meditation, and then carry on with the daily chores. Find out, is there something in the house that requires to be done and I never could manage to do it? So keep a time for that. Develop a hobby. Maybe you can sing well. Maybe you can, nowadays you can take so many online classes. Maybe you are interested in cooking or gardening. So develop that hobby. And of course, give your attention to all the family members, and keep, say 10 minutes, half an hour, to call some elderly person and cheer her or his life up by just simply hearing your voice. These are the practical hints. Now, what is the philosophical aspect of any such situation? Which it's a collective karma, that all of us are facing that one and same situation of a pandemic. But to some people it's a very big disaster, to others it's manageable, and to others it's a luxury. Okay, it doesn't matter, I'll just sit at home and enjoy life because I am financially secure and I'm not employed, so I may not lose my job, and so on and so forth. But it bothers everyone. So that's a part of collective karma. Now, the philosophical aspect is that events are absolutely fixed, whether they are in your personal life or whether they are in a collective or mass lifetimes, whatever it is, the event is fixed. But what is not fixed is your attitude towards that event. So if your attitude is one of acceptance and surrender, okay, so this is how it is, and you will find that instead of any stress arising, you will find creative waves of creation arising within you, and you will be able to explore your inner resources to bring happiness not only to yourself but to those around you. So like Guru Goenka ji used to always say कि बेटे व्याकुलता के अगर बीज बोगे तो व्याकुलता ही आएगी ना. अगर नीम का बीज आप बो रहे हो तो क्या आम के फल की अपेक्षा कर सकते हो? तो जो भी हो, व्याकुलता का बीज मत बोइए. आप ऐसा कीजिए कि उसे आनंद से स्वीकार कीजिए, एंड आनंद ही आपको मिलता जाएगा, आनंद ही आनंद आएगा. कर्म फल को त्याग दीजिए और शरणागत हो जाइए, और खुद के अंदर का जो स्वाभाविक आंतरिक आनंद है उसको प्राप्त कीजिए और उसका अनुभव कीजिए. यही मेरा आपको आशीर्वाद होगा और यही मेरी आपसे निवेदन होगा कि आप इसको आजमा के देखिए. So with that, girls and everyone, anybody who is listening to me, I would just like to inspire and encourage you to sow the seed of pure bliss, Ananda, such that you may reap the harvest of Ananda, irrespective of the event which was which ways going to happen and has happened. So with that, I love and leave you. Namaste until we meet again. Thank you. God bless you. God.